Hi guys, I'm Hoàng Lan.
I'm Anh Thư. I'm Thảo My. And Đặng Bảo Trân.
And we are The Mellifluous. One thing we have in common is a passion for nature and the environment. Our team was established with the purpose of partially addressing the negative effects that the fashion industry has been causing to the environment. We hope that you guys will enjoy and support our project. Come on, let's get started. First of all, I will give you an overview of the primary topics we will be discussing in this video.
In the beginning, we're gonna talk about the impacts that the fast fashion industry has had on our environment. So, what is fast fashion? It is a design, manufacturing, and marketing method focused on rapidly producing high volumes of clothing. Not only are these products cheaply made, but they also meet the latest fashion trends. However, the endless creation of these clothes unfortunately comes with a heavy environmental impact. Here's some reason why the fast fashion nowadays have so many negative effects. Firstly, the excessive production and consumption lead to an excess of clothing. The quantity of clothing that a normal customer purchases yearly expanded by around 60% to 100 billion pieces. On most fashion products, the time span of usability is just half what it was 15 years prior. Numerous surveys show that a large number of consumers throw away their clothes after only 7 or 8 wears. As you can see, these are fashion rubber deserts, which appear in many places around the world. Secondly, the production process and materials are not environmental friendly. Fast fashion is clearly a major and weakest developing business. On the other hand, making some pants produce, however, many ozone-harming substances as driving a vehicle more than 80 miles. Garments produced using non-biodegradable materials can remain in landfills for as long as 200 years, and it takes 2,700 liters of water to make one cotton shirt, enough to meet a normal individual's drinking needs for over 2 years. In addition, although just 2.4% of the world's farming area is planted with cotton, this harvest burns through around 10% of all agrochemicals and 25% of pesticides. The creation of nylon produces nitrous oxide, which is several times more capable of depleting the ozone layer than carbon dioxide. Thirdly, microplastic in clothes is also one of the environmental pollutants. In an experimental study by PhD students at the University of Plymouth, it was found that clothes made of polyester in acrylic materials have dropped thousands of plastic fibers after each wash, creating a swath of other pollution flows into sewer and eventually into the oceans. On average, about 9 million small plastic fibers are sent to wastewater treatment plants after each wash, but still cannot filter them. That is also the reason that recently the plastic particles, which are washed away from fashion products, contribute up to 35% of the primary plastic polluting the ozone.
As you can see, fast fashion has made a great deal of adverse consequences on our environment. So how will we tackle this issue? How might things improve? Shouldn't we wear less clothes? No, certainly not. Now we'll give you some solutions. The first, stop using clothes and fashion products wastefully. For some individuals who enjoy dressing well and posting photographs on social media, choosing and buying new clothes always become a top priority. Regardless of the circumstance, they generally need to look trendy. That has also consequently resulted in a large amount of clothes being wasted, thrown away each year. As a smart customer, purchase and use garments rationally, because post-habits not only has contributed to reducing the amount of waste in the environment, protecting the surrounding landscapes more clean and beautiful, but also buy for ourselves the habit of thrift living and a socially responsible lifestyle. Please remember to buy less, choose well, and make it last. The third, applying 3R model to fashion industry. The 3R model in the fashion industry is reduce, limit wasteful use of clothes, reuse clothes, make the most of the life of fashion products, recycle own fabrics, own clothes to make our own fashion products. 3R is one of the effective ways in protecting the natural environment from pollution of the fashion industry. It also raises people's awareness about utilizing clothes intelligently. Please change the habit of using products that pollute the environment because of the green color of the planet. With the current development of the fast fashion industry, a large number of raw materials are gradually being exhausted. Therefore, sustainable fashion was born and is increasingly popular in many parts of the world today. So what is it? Sustainable fashion is a style and business of clothing items that don't cause any harmful impacts on the climate and economy. Those are truly clean and environmentally friendly.
Nowadays, the environment is always a difficult challenge. To have the environment in a little manner, minimize the amount of waste from clothing that pollutes the ecosystem. Countries all across the world have demonstrated a strong commitment to environmental protection by doing research and purchasing ecological-friendly products. And here are the top 10 typical European countries for choosing and using organic and sustainable fashion. Not content with that, here is a global traffic of eco-friendly fashion products. I'll show you guys some overseas eco-friendly fashion brands and their typical sustainable fashion products. First is Shazzy 10-3. Besides those brands that we have mentioned before, there are also some other brands such as Christy Dawn, Patagonia, Evelyn, Levi's, A Day, DL 1961, Quiana, Nadam, Altanon, and so on. On 3rd May 2012, the world's largest summit on fashion sustainability was held in Copenhagen to discuss the importance of making the fashion industry sustainable. Thousands of people from the fashion industry have joined forces since then to promote changes in the business. In July 2012, the Sustainable Apparel Alliance launched the High Index, a self-assessment standard designed to measure and drive supply chain sustainability in the apparel and footwear industry. The Global Change Award is an innovation challenge created by the H&M Foundation. It created a trends report in 2017 to look at the future of sustainable fashion. The concept of eco-fashion is still relatively new to Vietnamese people when compared to other countries. However, this does not rule out the existence of a community of people in Vietnam who support, maintain, and promote this positive consciousness. In Vietnam, there are still some sustainable fashion brands such as Kilometer 109, Yum Yum, Fashion for Freedom, Lane, Metatico, Tinte, and Modin. Simultaneously, a clear understanding of the problem that the fast fashion industry causes, Vietnamese designers have taken highly practical steps to stay up with global trends, such as supporting the eco-fashion movement by changing and adjusting their raw materials, such as production techniques and equipment, especially as designer Vũ Thảo, pioneer in self-manufacturing raw materials to finished products. She is the owner of the Kilometer 109 brand. Next is designer Diệu Anh. She is the one who finds new sources of raw materials.
You maybe wonder why sustainable fashion industry is not really common are some reasons. The first, it slightly does not follow today's fashion trend. It additionally does not provide a variety of selection of the style and design for customers. Second, the cost is quite high. In particular, a backpack made of materials which are harmless to the ecosystem will cost around 800 to 900,000 Vietnam dong, approximately 2 times as costly as the normal backpack sold on. And the third, not many people know about organic fashion products as well as find out about the advantages of these products. Because of this reason, we The Mellifluous decide to do something to fix that problem. Now, move to the next part.
Hello, we are the Mellifluous and we come from Định High School. This is our products, a website where we bring to our customer friendly clothing products with the environment. When dealing with website, we have 3 parts. The first is the reality part. Here, they show that behind the fast fashion industry is the enormous damage to the environment. The next is the solution. There are a lot of solutions we have found and they can maybe help to discard the problem what we have. Please work and join hands to contribute to make a beautiful, fashionable wave and beautiful environment with us. The last is our products. This is our brand Children. We think that it's not the best, but it is the determination of the team. Please enjoy it. Thank you guys to watch this video. Our products. Material certain as coffee organic fibers advantage has the ability to deodorize and absorb with weight. The fibers is light and super cool, easy to drain, quick to dry, creating ventilation for consumer in on daily activities. Material certain as coffee organic fibers, bamboo fibers advantage, gentle and safer on skin type, deodorize, absorbs with, and has outstanding antibacterial properties. Furthermore, the products can be reused numerous times. Material substance as coffee organic fibers advantage, safe on skin type, even sensitive skin, has good deodorizing ability, high odor absorption. Material substance as coffee organic fibers, bamboo fibers advantage, gentle and safe on skin type, has good deodorizing ability, high risk absorption, can resist ultraviolet rays, protect skin from harmful UVA, UVB, especially it has the ability to reflect and resist UV ray up to 98%. Thank you guys. Don't be into trend, don't let fashion own you, but you decide what you are, what you express by the way you dress and by the way you live. Jenny, we're safe.